All right, let's talk about Icon. Now, when you see a powerhouse hero flying around, your brain probably jumps straight to yellow suns, cosmic rays, the usual stuff. Well, with Icon, you can just toss that entire playbook at the window. We're going to dive deep into his biological architecture, and trust me, the truth is way more complex and a lot closer to home than you might think.
So, right off the bat, let's just bust a huge assumption. You see alien superiority over there, powered by a yellow sun? That's kind of the old way of thinking. Icon is something else entirely. His power isn't about some external source he has to soak up. It's all about unlocking human potential, taking our own DNA and just perfecting it.
So, what we're really looking at here is a totally different kind of power. Yeah, he looks the part, he fits that classic powerhouse archetype, but under the hood, it is a whole different engine. We are not talking about cosmic energy here. We're talking about advanced, almost theoretical biological science. And this, right here, this is the absolute key. His incredible powers weren't some gift he was handed from the stars. His entire being is a blueprint, a rewritten, maximized version of a human. Think about that for a second. He's not being supercharged by our world. He is the peak of our world's biological potential, just unlocked by some seriously advanced alien tech.
So, how in the world did this actually happen? Well, it wasn't a random accident or some kind of birthright. It was a very specific, you might even say deliberate process. And it all kicked off the very moment his life pod crash landed on Earth.
And you can see it broken down right here. Step 1, arrival. Simple enough. Step 2 is where it gets interesting, mimicry. The pod immediately scans the first human it finds and just copies their DNA. But step 3, the rewrite, that is the real game changer. The alien tech doesn't just make a carbon copy, it restructures it, it perfects it, it maximizes everything. And then, boom, step 4, emergence. Icon is born, not as an alien in a human suit, but as the living definition of peak human potential. Which brings us to this central concept, the maximized human. This isn't just a label for a strong alien. It's the absolute theoretical peak of what the human genome is capable of, fine-tuned and boosted by technology that's, well, light years ahead of ours. Every single one of his abilities stems from this one core idea. Okay, so when you have this kind of perfected biology, you're going to get some unique side effects, and one of the most fascinating has to be his relationship with time, or more accurately, how he barely seems to experience it at all. Now, this is a really crucial distinction to make. We're not talking about eternal youth, that common trope where a character is just frozen at one age forever. No, Icon's body experiences decelerated aging. He does age, just incredibly slowly, on a scale of millennia. It's a byproduct of his alien biology, which was probably designed for ridiculously long interstellar journeys. And check this out. This is how he's managed it. To live among regular people, he's had to adopt this wild strategy of posing as his own descendants through the generations. Back in the 1840s, he's his own ancestor. By the 1890s, he's posing as his own son. Fast forward to the 1960s, and he's the grandson. The entire time, it's just him, hiding in plain sight, living through huge chunks of American history. All right, so he's tough to hurt, and he lives for centuries. But what can he actually do? Well, this is where we get into his personal power plant. See, he's not just a brick who goes around smashing things. His offensive capabilities come from deep within his own biology. He wields something called positron energy. And what's really wild is that his body just generates it. He creates and controls these subatomic particles all on his own. It's not magic, it's a biological function. You can think of it like a rechargeable battery that's literally built into his cells, giving him this incredible, conscious control over his own atomic structure. And the ways he can use this energy are so versatile. He can fire off powerful concussive blasts, throw up protective energy shields, and even use it for faster, more powerful flight. This ability to manipulate subatomic particles gives him a tactical advantage from a distance that pure physical strength just can't compete with. But let's circle back to that strength and invulnerability for a second. Because just like his energy powers, there's way more to it than meets the eye. And it's all connected to his mind just as much as his might. Yeah, it's easy to just call him bulletproof, but that doesn't even begin to cover it. We're not talking about tough skin here. We're talking about fundamental molecular density. His entire body is so compressed and reinforced at a molecular level that it just shrugs off things like high-caliber artillery and extreme temperatures. It's not armor, it is his structure. And this quote from the source material really nails it. His body is a closed, perfected system.
So what does that actually mean? It means good luck trying to find his kryptonite. It's almost impossible to find an external weakness to exploit because he's entirely self-sufficient. I mean, just look at this list. He's a completely self-sustaining organism. He doesn't need to breathe oxygen, which means he can survive in the vacuum of space, no problem. He's a true biological island, capable of functioning totally independent of Earth's environment. So we've established his incredible physical prowess. But all of that, it's not even his greatest asset. Not even close. Because that maximized human blueprint didn't just perfect the body, it did the exact same thing to his mind. He has what's called accelerated perception. And let me be clear, this is so much more than just thinking fast. His neural pathways are firing on a whole other level. He processes information so rapidly that it can look like he's actually predicting the future. It allows him to master complex sciences or learn new languages in a heartbeat. His intellect is always his primary weapon. So, what does all of this add up to? When you put all these biological details together, why does it matter? Well, it elevates him beyond just being another superhero. It turns him into a profound philosophical reflection of humanity itself within his universe. And this is the core dynamic that makes him so fascinating. He is an alien, a true other. And yet, because his very being is constructed from a perfected model of our DNA, he is also the ultimate us. It's this incredible paradox where an outsider is simultaneously the ultimate insider, representing the absolute pinnacle of human potential. And this table really puts it into perspective. When you compare him to other powerful beings in his universe, their abilities often come from unstable mutations or external sources. Icon, his power is internal, it's balanced, and it is completely stable. It's not a chaotic accident, it's a perfected design. Ultimately, Icon isn't just an alien hero living on Earth. His very biology forms a bridge between our world and the stars. He's a living testament to the absolute, theoretical zenith of what human evolution could look like. And that leaves us with one last fascinating question to chew on. If this alien being truly represents the ultimate us, a perfected version of our own DNA, what does that say about the untapped potential that might be lying dormant inside every one of us? What could we become? It's a pretty wild thought.